ASEAN ministers are in the Malaysian city of Melaka this week to strengthen collaboration on cross-border crimes. These include online fraud, terrorism, the trafficking of people and firearms, and money laundering. Malaysia's Prime Minister giving the opening address, stressing the need for a common approach with shared responsibilities. Over the next 2 days, ASEAN ministers are expected to work on their next framework to tackle transnational crimes over the next 10 years. And we're joined by CNA's senior correspondent, Melissa Goh, reporting live from Melaka for us. Melissa, what's going to happen over the next 2 days?
Well, over the next 2 days, leaders from internal security of ASEAN member countries will be huddled in a series of meetings focusing on 4 key priorities, namely to strengthen the capacity to fight against people smuggling and human trafficking that continues to plague many families in this region. Thousands of lives were stolen by unscrupulous syndicates as we speak. Thousands are still being held in captivity to commit fraud online in border towns in Thailand, Cambodia, across Myanmar and Laos. Now, it's time to put the plan into action with stronger cross-border investigation, they said, and law enforcement. Now, secondly, to cut off their financial lifeline, Malaysia has proposed the setup of a working group on tackling money laundering to track and tighten regulations and share intelligence to cripple the syndicates. Now, thirdly, ASEAN is also working to finalize a 10-year action plan to future-proof the region against cyber threats and AI-driven scams. Now, all these efforts must be inclusive. The Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and his Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution stressed to create a so-called security shield across the region. And that must be political will and the right tools and, above all, mutual trust in sharing intel. Let's listen to their opening remarks at the beginning of this afternoon's meeting.
Now, collective security requires us to build resilience together through strong intelligence sharing, coordinated enforcement, harmonized legal frameworks, and above all, a people-centered and future-oriented approach.
We all know that the generative AI technology is a game changer for achieving some of the goals I just mentioned. But this technology is only helpful if we have the right and sufficient data. That's why data sharing is a must if we want to work together to stop cross-border crimes. I know some of this data is sensitive, but I sincerely urge that our discussions on the 4 pillars include data sharing.
Melissa, you also spoke to the Thai representative to the senior officials meeting today. Recent, of course, border clashes between Thailand and Cambodia, but notwithstanding that, no impediment to collaboration on security.
Indeed, I spoke with the Thai head of delegation who attended the senior official meetings today, and he insisted that it's business as usual on the ground. Authorities from both sides of the border, he said, are working round the clock to share intel to fight their common enemies, which is scam syndicates that wreak havoc to people's lives and also hurting the economy. Now, Major General Vorawat also highlighted the anti-scam and anti-human trafficking hub that set up 1 month ago. He said how authorities and the agencies of ASEAN are working hand in hand to facilitate early detection and timely identification in order to coordinate better enforcement. Intelligence and data sharing, he said, is everything in this effort. And despite the deadly border skirmishes at Thai-Cambodian borders recently and the sudden change in Thai politics, this is what he said.
That's about that's just about the political issues, but with the law enforcement, with the intelligence, about the those of the agencies, we are still, we face the same threat, and we collaborate with the ground operational level, still the same. We have a very strong relationship, strong network amounts, but political is political things. But here, at the ground level, we still cooperate.
Now, I'll be speaking with the Cambodian representative from the Ministry of Interior, Police General Pyak, tomorrow. This as a country is slapped with U.S. sanctions today, along with Myanmar, in a bid to tackle online scam syndicates. Besu?
Our thanks to CNA's senior correspondent Melaka reporting live from that ASEAN meeting in Melaka.